joined now by Marianne Cassidy, who's the Assistant Secretary General of the Public Service Transformation Division in the Department of Public Expenditure and Reform. Marianne, take it away. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonia. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleased to be able to provide some closing remarks at today's inspiring conference. It's been a great day. I've been enthused by the success stories that have been outlined by all our speakers, and I want to thank our speakers. Maybe we can give them another round of applause. Making Innovation Real strategy was published in November 2020 and agreed by all the senior public and civil service leaders. It defines innovation as the creation of a new viable offering that adds value. Today we've heard a lot of those innovation. We've heard about innovation, transformation, and I was trying to pick out what were the key words, and unfortunately I don't have Professor Scanlon AI capability, but what came out was perseverance. I think Anne Sheehan, when she said today, she talked about perseverance, and that came true today. The other word is collaboration, and I think all our speakers spoke about the importance of collaboration and connection. Today we got the permission from the Minister for Expenditure and Reform to take calculated risk. And we also had the SecGen of my own department saying that value for money was innovation allowed value for money. And certainly when you heard the eye-watering figures that Maurice mentioned around flood mitigation, you understand the need for innovation and transformation. We heard fantastic example in innovation policy in terms of behavioural insight in Northern Ireland, innovation strategy and policy ecosystem that were developed in the HSE, in the Defence Forces and the Guards. We also heard about innovation in service delivery from the local authorities, the private sectors and the community sector. The potential and the reality of the opportunities of new and emerging technology was presented to us. Particularly, we were introduced to Iris and Matthew in revenue, the future of AI, but we were told that of the importance of mindful planning to fully harness those technology and gather data and use that data to produce insight and evidence-based policy. We heard the case for change of why innovation is so important to tackle wicked issues like the climate emergency, like the growing population, aging population, and to adapt to the ever-changing needs and expectation of modern society, and to build on the momentum. We're very grateful to our speakers for sharing their expertise and experience in the spirit of that collaboration I just mentioned. I also want to wish Microsoft Ireland for partnering with us on the first day of National Public Service Innovation Week 2022, organized by DEEPR. A big thank you to Han Doherty, the CEO of Cork County Council, and City Council, Catherine Kelly, for their generous help and support in organizing this event. Every day in the public service provides us with an opportunity to think anew, to be courageous, to come up with a better way of doing state business. Each day, we have another chance to implement alternative action that are better than those deployed yesterday, and to reshape how we do our job on behalf of citizens. We've heard how Irish public services are being creatively reimagined to help tackle diverse issues and challenges. We must follow this lead and ensure that we continue to constantly improve. We must continue to create new norms, to encourage risk, to be enterprising, so we can implement policy and practice in a better way and reliably respond to people quickly. Anya this morning asked us to think of what would we do if we were not afraid. And I was struck today to hear that, we demonstrate innovation all the time. Mark mentioned being a little bit quiet about it. But what the question I'd like to add to that is, what will we do if actually we were afraid? Because we can deliver innovation at speed in a crisis, like Colin mentioned earlier. Our public servants have shown how good they are at pivoting swiftly towards practical solutions that address problems faced by sometimes wary public in need of assurance. Rising energy costs, inflation, COVID-19, climate change, the war in Ukraine, and other issues will continue to make their presence felt in the months and years ahead. And actually, Lena earlier spoke about from single crisis to multi-crisis environment, and that's very true. But I know that the 370,000 members of our public service community will play a leading role in helping tackling issues and collaborate on inventive new action for the greater good. My own role is to oversee the public service transformation team of the Department of Public Expenditure and Reform. Deeper leads this transformation agenda across the Irish public and civil service for the government to achieve excellence in public service delivery and enhance user experience of public service. My division is responsible for shaping and channeling transformation initiatives that provide for the ongoing and positive development of public service, and Adrian spoke about that earlier. That includes delivery of action contained in our public service framework, the Civil Service Renewal 2030 strategy, and in National Digital Strategy along with the OJCIO. These policy documents are blueprint to support public servants when trying to address the need for a fast-changing domestic and international world, and also to help us adopt new and emerging technology trends and tools. Public service transformation, again, it's a little bit of a lofty concept, but it can be summed up, and I think Rachel touched on it earlier, it's about serving the public to improve people's lives. And that's why we, as members of the public service, are here today. We share the same values, and many of us have chosen to specifically work in the public sector so as we can make our personal difference to our communities. We want to earn public confidence and trust in what we do, setting high standards as we go, by being responsive and reliable, designing and delivering good, integrated, accessible services that will enhance our users' quality of life. To embed our transformation vision for the collective good, a dynamic innovation mindset has to be nurtured among colleagues. And we heard a lot about the importance of culture and mindset. And as per the priorities making innovation real strategy, we want to take proactive steps to create a culture where all staff are inspired, empowered, and enabled to innovate. To embed our vision, we need to relentlessly innovate. We need to persevere. Because innovation is the bedrock of transformation. And likewise, transformation is innovation at scale. But only if there is a deliberate and coordinated effort to connect and collaborate across the ecosystem to scale successful innovation. That's the added value of the transformation and innovation effort led by Deeper, to provide that collaborative platform, that space, those networks, those tools for transformation and for the scaling of innovation to tackle cross-cutting complex problems such as those in health, justice, housing, and climate response. That's also the call for action of today, for all of you today to continue or become part of that multidisciplinary coalition of the winning by implementing making innovation real in your own organization, by collaboratively delivering and shaping the vision for CSR or Public Service Transformation Framework or Connected Government 2030, by availing of the support in doing so, and also by generously sharing your learnings, the good and the bad, like the one Anne mentioned this morning. Only then will we be prepared to fully realise the benefit of our scale, to meet our customers' expectation, to earn their trust and improve their lives. So I'm going to finish by thanking our presenter today again. Thanks Microsoft. Thank you to the 165 guests that joined us here today and the 671 guests that stayed online, attended this event online. I also would like you to give a big round of applause to the the transformation delivery team in Deeper, because they did amazing work to organize that conference. And another big round of applause to our MC, Anya, who somehow managed to keep us all on time and on our toe and put very interesting and inquisitive questions to all of us. So thank you, Anya. I'd like you to enjoy National Public Service Innovation Week 2022. The full schedule can be viewed on our website, our public service, ops.gov.ie. Please take the opportunity to register, participate in the many exciting events during the week. They're run by either my department or elsewhere. More importantly, bring your learning back to your respective organization and use to be part of the movement to persevere, relentlessly innovate and transform the public sector.
Thank you for that. Brilliantly summarised by Marianne Cassidy, Assistant Secretary-General for the Public Service Transformation Division, Department of Public Expenditure and Reform. That is a wrap from us today. Before you go, I do just want to take 2 minutes. Just Marianne mentioned there, this is really just the first in a series of events this week. Do go and check out the programme. There's another conference on Friday for the launch of the Design Principles for Government. It's going to touch on a lot of the themes from today. On Wednesday is the Innovation Fund launch. Do just check it out in the programme. And just to thank again Microsoft as the sponsor today, Cork City Council for being our hosts, in particular Anne Doherty and Catherine Kelly for making this our home today. Huge thanks to them. To all of our speakers, to An Taoiseach Micheál Martin this morning and Minister Michael McGrath for opening proceedings. To all of our speakers today who brought their expertise, their wisdom, their insights, all of our speakers. Please do give all of them a round of applause, many of them volunteering their Mondays to do it. And I do just encourage you, before you get up now from your table and go back, to the whack-a-mole that we talked about at 10 o'clock this morning, where we're constantly in firefighter mode, before you go, just scribble down something, just one thing you're going to hold yourself accountable to. That phrase, just one thing, kept coming up today, if you notice it as a little pattern. Whether it's something you're committing as a little mantra, or a little tool, or a case study you saw today that resonated, just one thing that you're bringing back to your teams, departments, agencies tomorrow. And I hope through everything that we talked about this morning, we gave the goal of hopefully we're going to leave with some practical insights. 2, that we might inspire you into action based on the learnings of your colleagues. But 3, that you might also feel a sense of connection. And from connection might come collaboration with people around the tables here, other agencies, other departments, because I think one of our core lessons today has to be that when we collaborate rather than compete, we can do extraordinarily creative, innovative, purpose-driven work, and that's what it's all about. And thank you for being such a lovely audience today. I am heading back to Dublin in the knowledge that there is such well-intentioned, purpose-driven people doing things with the citizens, the public in mind. And for that, I am truly grateful, not just as your host, but as a citizen. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your questions. And best of luck with all the innovation transformation to come. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.